Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. Here's what we have in the bulletin. Arcade fire leaves downtown Kingston vendors devastated. Hotel staff stage protest over working conditions in Trelawney. And later in sports, Reggae Boys battle US in second leg quarterfinals of CONCACAF Nations League. Thank you for joining us. I'm Shamela Pullen. Here are the details. Vendors at the Pernell Charles Arcade on Church Street in downtown Kingston are counting their losses this afternoon. This following a fire at the facility Monday morning. TVJ News understands that 3 units and about 46 firefighters from the Jamaica Fire Brigade responded to the blaze. More than 90 shops were destroyed and over 50 vendors affected.
Look at the firefighters do them job. Come love that. The must go in the building and save the thing them. And try out the fire and try to make sure to the place out good. That's the firefighter do them job, I'm like it. Them on the job most, them on the job, them on the job, them on the do, you know. This is the job with about I'm a sick people things and sick people now. So right now, I have to give thanks to the firefighter them. Right at this moment, because I make the fire I keep calm. You see me? Give thanks to the firefighter, respect.
If you should rate the performance of the firefighter from 1 to 10, what's the rating you would give them?
1 to 10? I'll give a 9 out of 10. I give them 9 out of 10.
More strike action in the tourism sector, this time in Trelawney. The Ministry of Tourism has urged hoteliers to meet with their staff to iron out the issues. Karen Simpson has the details.
A wage increase, job security, union representation, and increased staff are some of the demands of workers employed to Secret Oyster Bay in Falmouth, Trelawney. The workers say they are also dissatisfied with the hotel management's handling of their grouses.
If you go to the bank to get a loan with your pay slip, you cannot get no money at all. Because when they see that $30,000 come, you now can't pay back nothing. What you are going to use to take care of them? Yeah, what you are going to use to take care of your kids, your house. You now can't pay back a bank. Because me go and try, they say pay slip no look good. They say no look good.
How much money you get for pay?
Me, I get like 38 and then tax come out. It gone down 36, 32 sometime.
In the meantime, normalcy has resumed to Breathless and Secrets Resorts and Spas in Montego Bay, St. James, following a protest over low pay and poor working conditions. The hotel's management is scheduled to meet with staff today. The parliamentary opposition has called for the government to ensure that tourism workers are fairly treated as they play an important role in driving economic growth. The Minister of Tourism has urged hoteliers to meet with their staff to iron out continuous issues. Carrie Simpson, TVJ News.
To a TVJ News follow-up, the 2 JCF officers implicated in the controversial shooting of 3 men in East Kingston last week have been charged. This following a ruling by the Office of the Public Defender. Corporal Mark Roy and Constable Kelby White have been charged jointly for 3 counts of murder, 3 counts of using a firearm to commit a felony, contrary to Section 14 Firearms Act, 2 counts of perverting the course of justice, making a false report, and planting and or inferring the finding of an object at the scene. The officers have also been charged for willfully making a false statement to an investigator, contrary to Section 33 of the Independent Commission of Investigations Act. They will make their first court appearance this week. Mayor of Mandeville, Donovan Mitchell, has threatened to take action against Central Manchester Member of Parliament over defamatory comments made on a political platform. Speaking at a meeting of the Manchester Municipal Corporation, Mr. Mitchell said the matter surrounds the handling of funds for the Knockpatrick division. The mayor says he has taken the comments made at a recent constituency meeting very serious.
I do believe, having had my spiritual guidance, I have been sent the tape, so I've listened it, and I will try to do it verbatim as to what she says, because when you try to defame one character and integrity, which is all that I am living for, I take it personal.
From the councillor for the Craighead Division, Omar Miller, who tried to put the matter to rest.
I apologize for some of the comments that was made. I know Mr. Cleon Francis was a good councillor.
The councillor, you can apologize for her because I have asked my lawyers to write her.
No, man.
Okay.
Platform, we know we go as platform sometimes. Because we can dig up some stuff.
Yeah, man, we can dig them all up, but for this one, I am not stepping over it.
We can agree to disagree.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Mitchell also presented several documents to the corporation, signaling that comments made by Ms. Crawford are false. Yesterday was observed as World Remembrance Day for road traffic victims. Commissioner of Police Dr. Kevin Blake and other members of the JCF hosted a memorial gathering in Mandeville. Details in this report.
For a 12th consecutive year, the number of people killed on the nation's roads has surpassed the 300 mark. Jamaica has recorded 320 road fatalities so far this year, and behind each of the deaths is a heartbreaking story. On Sunday, law enforcement sought to honor those stories at a crash hotspot in Mandeville, Manchester.
We must remember those who have tragically lost their lives on our roads. Their absence leaves a profound void in our communities, and we honor their memories today.
Commissioner of Police Dr. Kevin Blake, who was in attendance, said the police have been working to reduce homicides, but road crashes remain a sore point.
I must say that the data showing we're having a reduction, slight reduction of 13% over last year, but let us not take comfort in that because the numbers are still way too high. The data is showing over 30% of the road fatalities are motorcyclists, and over 90% of those who have died driving a motorcycle were not wearing helmets.
It's for this reason law enforcement is placing focus on the safe use of motorcycles as a way to reduce the country's road fatalities. The commissioner says it's especially crucial now as the nation is heading into the festive season.
So the slogan we're going to have going into this festive season is "Let us arrive alive in 2025. All right? Let us wear our helmets. Whilst you make bad decisions and endanger yourself first and foremost, you also endanger other road users. Sometimes just the mere activity of trying to avoid some ridiculous maneuver on the road. Vehicles who try to avoid themselves meeting accidents. And so we're going to encourage everyone, let us go into this festive season responsibly. Let us enjoy the season and let us arrive in 2025 alive.
Amoy Harriet, TVJ News.
Major crime is trending downward in St. Thomas. Speaking at the recent Municipal Corporation monthly meeting, Deputy Superintendent in charge of operations for the St. Thomas Police, O'Neill Thompson, revealed that when compared to the similar period last year, there's a decrease.
To date, I must say we recorded 16 cases of murder compared to 21 for last year this time. And we believe we are doing fairly well.
DSP Thompson said in 2022, there were 40 murders recorded for the corresponding period. That was significantly reduced to 20 last year. He says the police will continue to employ measures to keep the current figures below 20. In the meantime, DSP Thompson is expressing concern about the increase in road fatalities in the parish.
A motorcyclist being killed in the Roselle here. Out of the 14 fatal collisions or fatalities we have, I must tell that 7 of these are motorcyclists.
It's now time for a break. Stay with us. More stories when we return. Welcome back to the Midday News. The Clarendon police are reporting a 42% reduction in murders. Territorial Officer for Clarendon, Owen Dobbs, made the revelation at the recent meeting of the Clarendon Municipal Corporation.
Today, Clarendon is among the top 3. And not top 3 in terms of most murderous, but top 3 in terms of the highest reduction where murder is concerned. Clarendon, this time last year, was at 101. This year we are at 59, meaning that we are 42 less than we were last year. 42 more lives are spared.
In the meantime, he says curfews remain in Cherry Tree Lane and some surrounding communities.
Resulting from that, we have had a series of curfews, and that continues to this very day, where areas such as Cherry Tree Lane, Havana Heights, Yorktown, Canaan Heights, Palmer's Cross, Western Park, Treadlight, Farm Effortville have been under curfew since, and today we continue with the effort.
It's now time for the Business Minute.
President of the Union of Clerical, Administrative and Supervisory Employees, Vincent Morrison, says workers in the tourism and BPO sectors must be brave enough to seek union membership. He says the trade union movement is interested in representing workers and helping them improve their working conditions and rates of pay. Mr. Morrison adds that the government must ensure that all local and international investors adhere to the country's labor laws in order to facilitate growth and development with equity. Further afield, Spirit Airlines filed for bankruptcy protection Monday as mounting losses on affordable debt, increased competition for bargain-seeking airline passengers, and the inability to merge with other airlines left it little choice. The airline said it will continue to operate as it restructures its debt. In a statement, Spirit Airlines said guests can continue to book and fly without interruption and can use all tickets, credits, and loyalty points as normal. And that's it for the Business Minute. I'm Carrie Simpson.
Time now for the top regional and international stories.
In the region, Guyana has unveiled its first agritourism policy and roadmap developed by the Ministry of Agriculture in collaboration with the Ministry of Tourism and the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture. The policy aims to boost the emerging agritourism sector, creating development and employment opportunities for farmers, small businesses, and rural communities. The policy also aims to attract investment, foster job creation, and increase local food production. On the international scene, high pollution, thick fog and smog in New Delhi disrupted flights, trains and daily life on Monday. Visibility was significantly reduced, leading to delays at both the airport and railway stations. Airlines like SpaceJet and Indigo warned passengers of potential flight delays, and Delhi's airport implemented low visibility procedures. Toxic foam was also seen in the Yamuna River, and residents faced breathing difficulties. The weather also worsened, with temperatures dropping to 27.2 degrees Celsius. And those were the top regional and international stories. I'm Nikinsky Robinson.
We take another break. Sports is next.